Lori here. I'm back to do a book haul. This will be my last book haul for a while because I am actually going on a book buying ban from May 1st to the end of June because I am heading to ALA, and I know I haven't been to a convention in a while. I really don't know what to expect, but I know that I have a lot of books, so I'm going to try my hardest to do a book buying ban. The only thing I'm going to let myself do, because I already bought them, is my pre-orders and my book boxes. So I get Fairy Loot, the adult edition, every month, and I get Owl Crate every month. And I've ordered a couple of pre-orders. They're mostly all contemporary books that I have pre-ordered, so I'm really excited for that. And some sequels. But let's get into it. I don't remember if I did these in my last book haul because I have a lot here. So, first one I just picked up was With and Without You by Emily Webberly and Austin Sigmund Broca. I'm actually just picked this book up. I'm actually reading it this weekend. This is their fifth book. This is a long-distance romance following a main character named Sienna and Patrick. And Sienna is convinced she has to break up with him as they head into their senior year. Patrick throws her for a shock when he tells her that they're moving to a different city, and they do an unexpected long-distance romance, and I think it's going to be fun. So I'm really excited for this one. It's also loosely inspired by their actual romantic experience because they are actually married in real life, so I'm really excited for this one. Their other book was inspired by their academic rivals. This is like their long-distance relationship. The next two are a couple of middle grades that I picked up from a friend of mine who got them from a publisher, and she doesn't read a lot of middle grade, and I do. So The Field Guide to the Supernatural Universe by Allison Noel is one that I'm actually reading for middle grade May on the TBR and Beyond reading group. It has to do with ghosts. It's supernatural. I'm really excited for this one, and I hope I get to read it soon. I actually have to read it for a challenge. Another one is Zachary Ying and the Dragon Emperor by Zexran, who wrote Iron Widow as an adult. And again, I love books about Chinese mythology, so I'm really excited for this one. And another one sort of going along the same thing is Winnie Zhang Unleashes a Legend by Kat Zhao. These covers look so similar to me. Not even look, but the titles are really, really similar. So I'm reading these both for my book, but they both have to do with Chinese mythology. An epic series opener inspired by Chinese mythology, perfect for fans of Stormrunner and Arusha and the End of Time. This is also the author that wrote How We Fall Apart and the Dragon Warrior series. So I'm really excited for this one as well. And she wrote Iron Widow, and this cover is very, very pretty. So I'm excited for these two. I also just bought a copy of The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axio. And this is a Korean-American mythology, I think, and I've heard very good things. I'm also on a reading, I'm doing a read-along with this book for the TBR and Beyond reading group, so I picked this book up just for that reason, and I'm really excited for it as well. But I've heard very good things. I also have her contemporary book. I know that this has to do with a sea god, and I am really a big Percy Jackson fan, so it just reminds me of Percy Jackson, and I'm excited. I have a lot of mythology books on my TBR this month. My friend also gifted me a copy of The Fairest Kind of Magic by Crystal Cesari. This is the last book in her Windy City Magic series. It's been a bit since I read it. I also do have the audiobook for this one, but I would love to read it soon because I am trying to get better at completing series. These are the two I don't know if I talked about in my last reading vlog, but I picked up Homicide and Halo Halo. This is the sequel to Arsenic and Adobo. Death at a Beauty Pageant turns Tia Rota's kitchen upside down, an entry in this witty, humorous, cozy mystery series. So, I'm excited. I love that there's a puppy on the cover. If you don't know, we're getting a dog this month, so I'm really excited. And also, Four Aunties and a Wedding by Jc Cervantes. This is The Aunties Are Back, fiercer than ever, ready to handle the catastrophe, even the mafia, in this delightful, hilarious sequel by Jc Cervantes, author of Dial A for Aunties. And I think this has to do with Mendy Chen's actual wedding to the guy you met in the first book. So, really excited for these. These are actually on my TBR as a little bit of a palette cleanser, but I'm really excited for these as well. I have no idea what this book's about, but In a Garden, Birding God, I picked up at Barnes & Noble. And this has to do with twins. Twins imbued with incredible magic and near immortality will do anything to keep their family safe, even if it means tearing their siblings apart. And this first book in the mythological epic fantasy duology from the author of Wilder Girls. So this cover is pretty, and I saw it, and I just had to pick it up. Another middle grade book that I picked up was Witchlings by Clarabelle A. Ortega. Bound by our magic before the black moon, bound by circle for no circle spells doom. And I've heard really good things about this. I love books about witchy school. I love Clarabelle A. Ortega. I read Ghost Squad a couple of months ago, or a couple of years ago at this point. But yeah, I've been missing some magic school books. It's not actually on my TBR, but it may get read relatively quickly. We'll see. And then another book I picked up, another middle grade book that I picked up was Sisters of Luna Island by Stacy Hackney. This again is another witch-themed novel. I think it says practical magic meets Little Women in a bewitching novel about sisterhood, secrets, and sacrifices we make to save the ones that we love. So I might do a witchy reading vlog at some point. I was sent a copy of Unmask, My Life Solving America's Cold Cases by Paul Holes with Robin Gay, Babby Fisher. If you don't know nothing about me, I love true crime. I find it fascinating. I think in another life I would have been like a detective because I love solving mysteries. So this one's really interesting. And probably when I'm done with this other nonfiction book, which is Dog Training for Dummies, because we're getting a puppy. We've never had a dog. I'm 34 years old, so I'm a little bit nervous about not knowing how to train a dog. So I got this. These books are really good, really, really effective. It's very, very long, too, so it will probably take me, like, a good couple of months to make my way through it. But the dog is coming at the end of May, so I need to get a move on. But I'm already 30 pages into it, so. But this one is another one that I bought, and this was sent to me. And I also bought a couple of books recently on the Hair of Bridgerton. I bought these two. At Somerton, Cinder and Sapphires, and at Somerton, Diamonds and Deceit. These are really inspired by Bridgerton. These came out like a really long time ago, but I think that they recently got like new covers, and I got these at Barnes & Noble, and not at Target because they were on sale. So I'm really excited for these, and I haven't heard anything about it, but I wanted to have them, especially because I am going on a couple of trips in the next couple of months, and I need some quicker reads. I also picked up Flirting with Face by Jc Cervantes, which I'm really excited about. This is about a girl named Aya who is late getting her grandma's gift before her grandma passed away, and the gift passed to a young man. That seems alarming on many, many different levels, but I'm really excited for it. So this one is one that I would love to put on this TBR for May if I get through everything else. So this was definitely a high consideration for that. And I'll be back with another stack in a minute. I have about 33 bucks in this whole haul, so. I also picked up a murder mystery, Shady Hollow by Ginny Blake. Again, this is another, like, cozy mystery, but it's set in, like, a forest, and it has animals as main characters. The first book in the Shady Hollow series, in which we introduce the villages of Shady Hollow, a place where woodland creatures live together in harmony until a curmudgeonly turns up dead and a local reporter has to solve the case. That sounds adorable. Perfect for spring. I'm really excited for this one. I've also been having sort of mixed luck with thrillers recently. So I picked up a copy of The Hunting Wives by May Cobb. And this is just like another like domestic thriller. And a teenage girl sort of gets murdered in this town, and the hunting wives have to sort of figure out what's happening. So I'm excited for this one. Again, I sometimes struggle with mystery thrillers because I always dislike the characters. But I'm excited for this one. I've heard good things. I also picked up a copy of She Gets the Girl by Rachel Lippinclock and Asselin Derrick. 5 Steps, 4 Girls, 1 Semester to Fall in Love. So I've read her Lucky List book, and I really enjoyed it. So hopefully I will like this one. It seems like it has to do with roller skating, which I roller skated for a little bit. I fake joined a roller derby team because it was really, really far away. But this one sounds cute, and this cover is really, really pretty. I love my cards. I love my covers that look like this. They're very fun. I also, from Book of the Month, picked up 2 books. One I actually read, The Cartographers by Pang Shepard. I talked about this more in my reading wrap-up. I'm actually going to wind up unhauling this. But it was okay. It wasn't really what I was looking for. It was more of a thriller than a fantastical story. But it does have sci-fi elements to it. And another murder mystery I picked up was Verifiers by Jen Peck. And this has to do with the world of, like, online dating. And she's a mystery writer that a mystery reader that sort of gets sucked up in a mystery. So I'm really excited for this one. This one was okay, but if you want more about this, look at my reading wrap-up because I talk about it. Another book I read and accidentally put a finished copy of was Sense and Second Degree Murder by Tisha Pierce. This is the companion book to Pride and Premeditation, which I loved. I really liked this one. This was like a sensibility retelling. I talked about it think in my March reading wrap-up. I can't remember when I talked about it, but I really did like this one, and I'm just going to give this to a friend who I think will also enjoy it. The next books I got, most of these were from friends. It's just we were like swapping books, and these are the books that I got. I don't really know anything about them, but I got Star Mother, which I think is like a mythology-themed read. So I don't know much about this one, but I'm curious. So me and my friends also all picked up a copy of The City of Dusk by Tara Sim. For every realm there is a god, from every god there is an heir, from every heir there is a price. And I read her YA book, and I did enjoy it. Another adult book I picked up was The Atlas Six. This is the Fairy Loot edition. You could tell by the beautiful pictures. I actually had 2 copies of this one, so I gave my other copy away to a coworker, but I've heard really good things about it. I've heard, again, it is a little bit, ooh, very pretty end papers. Ooh. I definitely kept this one because the other one was not as exciting as this one because I bought that one from Barnes & Noble. But I am excited that I have it. I am going to see, this is like a dark academia novel, and I sometimes struggle with those, but I am willing to give it a shot. Another book I got from my friend is Small Favors by Erin A. Craig. I really did like her 12 Dancing Princesses story, but this has to do with bees, and I'm not sure if I didn't hear the greatest things about it, but I'm willing to read it and give it a shot. I do have an e-arc of it as well. Gold Spun. This is a fairy tale retelling. I don't know when this one came out, by Brandy Luna. From thief to queen, her story has only begun. If Nora can't spin gold, she can always spin lies. Pretty cover, though. The In-Between is about ghosts, I think. And it might be like a murder mystery. Again, I don't know much about these because I did get these relatively recently. But the next one that, again, I don't know much about is The Mythic Condor Rose by Jennifer Nielsen. And I think this might just be like a contemporary novel. And then I also went to the Ranji Chashki signing and got a copy of Arusha, but I also got The Silvered Serpents because I wanted her to sign it. It's been so long since I've gone to book events and had authors sign things, so I'm a little bit trigger happy at this point. And I also picked up a copy of So This Is Ever After by F.T. Lukens when I saw it. And I want to read his other book. I actually bought it, but it's actually for a project, so it's in my other bag. But yeah, that is my book haul. Again, I went a little bit crazy. I know. Don't have to tell me. I know. But I am going on a book haul, so a book buying band. We will see how successful I am. But I'll talk to you guys later for my next video. Bye, friends.